Family Channel.
Why does a Mexican jumping bean jump? You'll find out when one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac 6000 STE in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall. Thank you very much and welcome to Split Second. We asked you a little question at the top of the show. A Mexican jumping bean jumps because there's a little caterpillar living inside. That's true. And when it moves, its house moves. That's right. And when my kids are home for the holidays, you should see my house move. And they're not exactly caterpillars. Welcome to Split Second. Our contestants compete to win cash and possibly a brand new car. We'll be giving a lot of cars away. Diane's tried a couple of times, hasn't won one. She's a returning champion. But we have to meet her and two new players to go along with her. Sandy, please. All right, Monty, first we do have our returning champion, our high-tech forecaster, who does French silk painting as a hobby, Dianne Craig. And then a man who's driving his boss crazy while he's between career moves, Robert Babes. And on your right, a lady who won an award for writing some very creative advertising copy, Shelley Ambrose. Well, welcome to all three of you. Dianne is our returning champion. The latest bit of information I just heard is that you do French silk painting. Would you describe that for me?
That's painting on silk with special dyes that are used to outline them with sort of a sticky substance and then put the dyes inside. It's kind of like a patchwork on silk. It's very nice. Scarves and things like that.
Oh, I've seen a lot of, yeah. Oh, yes.
You can sprinkle salt and have a nice effect.
Those wonderful French silk scarves that we see, that's the kind of work you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrific. Very attractive stuff. Robert, you're driving your boss crazy? What does that mean?
Yes, I'm a chauffeur for an executive of an advertising and marketing firm.
In between jobs?
That's correct.
What do you want? Why did you get a job with him?
Because it's a very dynamic company. He's an exciting man to work for.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't he like to take you out of the driver's seat and put you upstairs into an executive
Well,
seat?
I'm hoping that's what'll happen.
Yeah. Are you influencing him as you drive along?
I don't know how much I'm influencing him, but I hope I can move up.
You know, the trouble is you might become too good a driver, and then he'll want you there. You know, typecasting.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, then get a couple of flat tires, make a long turn, go through a light.
Put a couple of dents in the car.
Put a couple of dents in the car, and then when he fires you...
Then apply for a management position.
You're sure to get it. Shelley, I'm going to say a few things to you a little later on when we return with our second round, but now let's get into our game. Split Second is a fast-paced quiz game where there are three answers to every question, and the players all try to get one answer apiece. And when they all three do it in the first round, they get $10 each. If only two of them come up with an answer, they get $25 each. But if only one person answers a question, that person picks up the whole $50 in this first round. You buzz in when you see the entire question on the screen, not before that, because you would lock yourself out. Are you ready for the first round? Shelley, Bob, Dianne. Ronald Reagan isn't the only showbiz personality to get involved with politics. It seems that ladies like government work, too. So I want you to name the movie star ladies who hold or held these positions in different governments. Look at the screen. One is an ambassador, one is a member of the parliament, and one is a princess. Dianne.
The U.S. ambassador to Ghana is Shirley Temple Black.
Shirley Temple Black, right. She held two positions, right. And Robert?
The Crown Princess of Monaco was Grace Kelly.
That's right. And Shelley?
And the member of Greek Parliament was Melina Mercouri.
All three of you are right. All three of you get $10. Popular vacation resorts draw crowds of tourists to popular European islands. Here are three of those vacation islands. Pick one, name the country it belongs to. Look at the screen. There's Corsica, Sardinia, and Majorca. Dianne?
Majorca, Spain.
Correct. Shelley?
Corsica, Italy.
No, I'm sorry. Robert?
Corsica, France.
Correct. And Sardinia, Italy. So Dianne and Robert get $25 each. And we turn to music. We've become accustomed to various unusual names for famous rock groups over the years, like Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I'll give you part of the names of three other groups. You pick one and complete it. Look at the screen. They are Big Brother, and Bachman, and Creedence, and Dianne.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Creedence Clearwater Revival is right. Shelley?
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Right. And Robert?
Big Brother and the Blues Band.
No, Big Brother and the Holding Company. That's the one that you're going to work for when you influence your boss. Dianne and Shelley get $25 each. Now, whoever came up with the names of various animals have the same sense of humor as those rock bands, because the names I'm going to show you are kind of silly. Anyhow, pick a silly name and tell me what type of animal it refers to. Look at the screen. What's a wahoo, a wapiti, and a whooper? Shelley?
Wapiti is a bird?
No, it isn't. That's all I can say right now. Robert?
A wapiti is an antelope or an elk?
Yes, it's in that family, a deer, antelope, elk family. Good. Dianne?
A wahoo is a kangaroo?
And a wahoo is, no, it would sound like one, but a wahoo is a fish, and a whooper is a swan. And so, Robert, all by yourself, you pick up $50. And you have the lead over Dianne. Shelley is third. Many children's stories and songs contain a trio of characters who are involved with one central character. So I'll give you the three of these trios. You pick one group, tell me what the central character is that they were concerned with. Look at the screen. We know the three bears and the three blind mice and the three little pigs. What was the central character, Dianne?
Three bears with Goldilocks.
That's right, Shelley.
Three little pigs, the big bad wolf.
And Robert.
The lady with the carving knife.
Yes, good enough. And she was the farmer's wife, but the lady with the carving knife. So you all are right, and you get $10 apiece. One of the biggest sports in the world today is automobile racing, and the drivers have become international stars. So I'll give you the last names of three great car racers. You pick one and give me his first name. Look at the screen. Andretti, Lauda, and Petty. Robert.
Mario Andretti.
Correct. Dianne.
Richard Petty.
Richard Petty, right. And the third one, Shelley?
Niki Lauda.
Good for you. Three of you did well in racing. You get $10 each. Foods that we eat often carry the name of a specific place. So I'm going to give you three sets of specific places. Pick a set. Tell me what edible type of food it describes. Look at the screen. Valencia, or Bermuda, Brazil, and Dianne.
Valencia oranges.
Valencia, orange is correct. Robert?
Bermuda brown Spanish or onions.
Right. Shelley?
Brazil nuts.
And how? Why'd you look at me when you said nut like that? $10 apiece. Let's talk our own language. I'm going to give you three definitions. You give me the one word that each defines. And here they are. The definitions are words that mean the same, words of opposite meanings, and words sounding alike with different meanings. Robert?
Words that mean the same are synonyms.
That is correct. Dianne?
Words of opposite meanings are antonyms.
Right. And the last one? Sounding alike with different meanings is a homonym.
Oh, yes.
And Dianne and Robert get $25 each. At this point, Robert has the lead. Dianne second, Shelley third. Humphrey Bogart has become a cult figure, and according to a TV Guide poll, 3 of his films are among the 10 most played films on TV. I'll name his 3 leading ladies in these films. Pick one and name the film. Look at the screen. Now, the leading ladies are Ingrid Bergman, Mary Astor, and Katharine Hepburn. Dianne, what was the film?
Ingrid Bergman, Casablanca.
Yes. Robert?
Katharine Hepburn, the African Queen.
Yes. Shelley?
Mary Astor, the Maltese Falcon.
You people know your movies, and you each score $10 at the end of round 1. At the end of round 1, Robert 150, Dianne right behind him with 125, and Shelley in striking distance with 75. We'll be right back with round 2.
What happened to you?
To Dianne and Robert. Now, Shelley, at the beginning of the show, you referred to as having won an award for advertising.
Yes, that's right. It was called the Clio,
Uh-huh.
which is an international advertising award.
Oh, yes, I presided at some of those awards. So
Yeah.
what kind of copy, without mentioning the product, can you tell me the kind of...
Yes, it was a very sort of classical and elegant commercial. It was a radio commercial called Zap Zits and Play the Hits.
Zap Zits and Play the Hits? Oh, I guess that would have been for some kind of a cleansing cream or a medical...
Well, it was probably the first time that blemishes ever benefited anybody. Yeah.
And you were the one who was the benefactee. I see.
Yeah.
See the name of the slogan again?
Do I have to?
Yes, because I want to sing it as I leave the studio.
Zap Zits and Play the Hits.
Zap Zits and Play the Hits. It's fantastic. A person can make a living from things like that. No, but that's good. Where did the Play the Hits come in?
Oh, well, it was a contest, and you could win a stereo.
Oh, I see. Very good. And you got a Clio for that. Huh?
I did, yeah. Well, they
right.
judged it in Malaysia. It would have been interesting to see how it was translated.
In Malaysia.
It was judged all around the world.
Can you imagine them looking at
No.
these in Malaysia and saying, what is she talking about? But that's very good. You have to have some talent, though, to do these things. I'm sure that you do other writings for other commercials as well, do you? Well, great. Dianne, Robert, and Shelley, we're going into round 2 with Robert having a slight lead. Shelley, you trail by just a slight margin in third place. But remember that here, when we double the stakes, you can make a very fast turnaround. $20 if all 3 of you answer a question correctly, $50 if 2 of you do it, $100 if person answers alone. And you're jockeying for that wonderful position in the countdown round where the winner goes for the car. Everybody reads the comic pages, so I want you to give me the name of the comic strip drawn by these well-known cartoonists. Look at the screen. Hank Ketchum, Charles Schultz, Gary Trudeau, Dianne.
Charles Schultz, Charlie Brown.
But the name of the comic strip.
Oh, Peanuts.
Good.
Thank you.
See, we let you in. Shelley.
Hank Ketchum, Dennis the Menace.
Good. Robert.
Gary Trudeau, Doonesbury.
All three of you do well, and you read the comic pages, don't you? $20 apiece. Let's talk about family reunions. There you all are. Their uncles and aunts are together, the sisters and the cousins by the dozens. I'm going to describe three relatives. I want you to tell me what each of them is called. Look at the screen. The first is your brother's daughter. The second is your uncle's son. The third is your grandmother's brother. And Shelley.
Your uncle's son is your first cousin.
That's right. Dianne.
Your brother's daughter is your niece.
Good. And Robert?
Your grandmother's brother is your great-uncle.
That's right. You know, I've never known whether it was called great-uncle or grand-uncle, and apparently to our reference sources, they say that both are acceptable. I had an argument just the other day. I said that I was a grand-uncle of my brother's grandson. And someone said, no, not grand, you're great. I said, I know that. All right, let's go back to the show now. You're all right. You all got money. It's a close race. It's been well publicized that a number of our favorite movie stars are expert musicians. So I named three stars. You name the musical instrument each is associated with. Look at the screen. They are Woody Allen and Sid Caesar and George Siegel and Dianne.
Woody Allen, trumpet.
No, I'm sorry, Shelley.
George Siegel, the banjo.
That's right, Robert.
Woody Allen, the clarinet.
That's right, and Sid Caesar plays the saxophone. So Robert and Shelley get $50 apiece. Robert's in first. Shelley's now tied with Dianne for second. Sightseers like to visit well-known caves like the Singing Cave in Iceland. Here are three of the world's most famous caves. Pick one and name the country it's in. Look at the screen. The Blue Grotto, the Mammoth Cave, and the Lascaux Cave. Shelley.
The Blue Grotto is in Italy.
Correct. Dianne.
Mammoth Cave in Hawaii.
No. Sorry, Robert.
The Mammoth Cave is in the United States.
That's right. It's in Kentucky, and the Lascaux Cave is in France. So Robert and Shelley again score points and are pulling away from our champions. Here's a tricky one. A number of Olympic gold medal champions are given their names to specific movements in their Olympic event. I'll name the Olympic event they go with. Look at the screen and tell me what the movement is that they created. Dianne.
The Hamel-Camel is skating.
That's right. Ice skating. It was Dorothy Hamill
Dorothy
created
Hamill.
that one. Robert?
The Fosbury flop is high jump.
Yes. Fosbury's the first one to go over, I think, head first with that great movement of his, and then everybody's been doing it since. Shelley?
Rigby flip tennis.
No, gymnastics. Catch Rigby in gymnastics.
Yeah.
Dianne and Robert get $50 apiece, and now Dianne's moved back into second place side with Shelley. These days you can hardly read the papers unless you understand what certain initials stand for. Here are three sets of important initials. Pick a set and tell me what they mean. Look at the screen. SAC, NATO, SAM. Dianne.
NATO is National Alliance of...
No, National Alliance is not right. Sorry,
Okay.
dear. Robert. Any one of the three. Sorry, Shelley, chance.
NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
You've got yourself a whole $100. SAC is the Strategic Air Command, and SAM is Surface Air Missile. And now Shelley's moved into second place. Since the beginning of movies, muscle men actors have flexed their way to stardom. I'll name three films of the past and present. Pick one, name it Muscle Man Star. Look at the screen. And look at the date, too. That should help you a little bit. In 1984, 1932, and 1959. Dianne.
1932, Tasmanian Ape-Man, Buster Crabbe.
No, I'm sorry. The wrong year for Buster Crabbe. Robert.
1984, The Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, that's right. Shelley.
Hercules, Steve Reeves.
That's right. And the Johnny Weissmuller was the Tarzan back in 1932. Dianne, let's get happy. I'm going to give you some happy facts. You tell me who or what is associated with them. Look at the screen. There's a Happy Warrior, there's the song Happy Talk, and the theme Happy Days Are Here Again. Shelley.
President's theme, Happy Days Are Here Again, was FDR's.
That's correct. Robert.
Musical movie with song Happy Talk was South Pacific.
That's right. Dianne. Who was the Happy Warrior?
The Happy Warrior, sorry.
That was Al Smith, the governor of New York when he was running for president. Robert and Shelley get $50 each. After World War II. We can't get into that next question. I'm sorry. The bell rings and stops me right there at the end of round two. And in a close race, Robert is first, Shelley is second, our champion Dianne is third. We'll be right back with the exciting countdown round. to the exciting countdown round. So far, you've been playing for money, and you get to keep the money that you've won. But now, of course, we're going to play that countdown round that determines who goes for the car. And the position of importance here is who's in the lead and who has fewer questions to answer. And since, Robert, you had most money, you will have only 4 questions to answer in the countdown round. Shelley was in second place. She'll have 5 to answer. Dianne, our champion, has 6. But remember, when you buzz in this time, you can answer 1, 2, or all 3 parts of the question. And every time you're right, 1 is knocked off your score. The first to 0 wins. Dianne came from behind last time to win. Can she do it again this time? She has 6, Shelley 5, Robert 4. Here we go. I'm going to name 3 famous paintings, all dealing with farming in one way or another. I'll also give you the artist's nationality. I want you to name the artist. Look at the screen. The Dutch potato eaters, the American Gothic, and the French the man with the hoe. Dianne is in first.
That's the potato eaters, Van Gogh?
Sorry?
Van Gogh?
Is in time? Yes, continue.
American Gothic, I'm sorry, I can't recall.
You can't go? All right. In second position is Robert.
French, the man with the hoe, Monet.
Yes. I'm sorry, did you say Monet?
Yes.
No, that's not right. I'm sorry, I misheard you. Shelley?
American Gothic, Grant Wood.
Yes, you may continue.
The man with the hoe, Degas.
No, it was Jean-Francois Millet, and I thought you said Millet, but you said Monet. So let's take a look at the score. Diane is down to 5, Robert and Shelley 4 apiece. The world of classical literature is filled with real and legendary heroes whose exploits are identified with one country. I'll name the heroes. You give me the modern-day name for the country with which they are identified. Look at the screen. El Cid, The Song of Roland, and William Tell. Diane.
El Cid Spain.
Correct. You may continue.
William Tell, England.
Wrong. Sorry. Robert.
William Tell, Switzerland.
Yes, you may continue.
The Song of Roland, Germany.
No. Shelley?
Song of Roland, France.
Song of Roland, France, and we each got a point there. Let's take a look at that score. Robert and Shelley could go out on the next question because they have 3 each. Diane right behind them with 4. American songwriters have given the world some of its greatest musicals and popular music. So here are 3 hit musicals. Name the man who wrote both the music and the lyrics for each show. Look at the screen. They are Andy, Get Your Gun, Kiss Me Kate, The Most Happy Fella. Diane is in.
And Kiss Me Kate, Rogers and Hammerstone.
Wrong. Robert.
Kiss Me Kate, Irving Berlin.
That's wrong. Shelley.
Most Happy Fella, Con.
No, Frank Lester, and Kiss Me Kate was Cole Porter. Andy, Get Your Gun, Irving Berlin. Let's go on to the next question. Although they were published 100 years ago, these 3 books are not only still read, but have been made into movies several times over. Name the authors of these 100-year-old books. Look at the screen. Who wrote The Bostonians, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Little Lord Fauntleroy? Shelley.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Robert Louis Stevenson.
Yes, you may continue.
The Bostonians.
And Diane?
The Bostonians, Henry.
I'm Robert.
Little Lord Fauntleroy was Oscar Wilde.
No, Francis Hodgson Burnett, and you were ahead of tippy tongue is Henry James, Diane. It's 2, 3, and 4 with Shelley in the lead. If you owned one of the items I'm going to tell you about, you'd probably be a wealthy person because each one of these items is something special and expensive. Pick one and tell me specifically what it is. Look at the screen. What is an Amati, the Star of Africa, and a silver ghost? Diane, you're in.
The Star of Africa is a diamond.
Yes, continue.
A silver ghost is a car.
That's right, continue.
An amati is a what?
No, I'm sorry, Robert.
A painting?
No, Shelley.
A piece of sculpture?
No, it's a violin made by the famous Italian Amati. Look at this, 2, 3, and 2. It's still a horse race. In his long film career, Gary Cooper played many real-life personalities. Here are facts about 3 of the real-life heroes Cooper played. Pick one. Tell me the man he played. Look at the screen. One is a World War sergeant. One is the Pride of the Yankees. One is an Italian explorer. Diane.
World War I Army Sergeant General Patton?
No, I'm sorry. Robert.
Italian explorer Columbus?
No, Shelley.
Sergeant York, World War I Army Sergeant?
That's right. Continue. You need one more.
The Pride of the New York Yankees, Ty Cobb.
No, it was Lou Gehrig, and the Italian explorer was Marco Polo. You just need 1 to win. Diane needs 2. Robert needs 3. Who's going to win this race? I'm going to show you a picture of a new foreign movie star in America. I want you to name him. Name his current hit movie, and name the city in the picture. Look at the picture. There's the picture. And in first is Robert.
What do you want first?
The actor, the movie, the city.
Okay, the city is Sydney, Australia.
That's right. Continue.
The movie is Crocodile Dundee.
Yes, and what's the actor's name?
Oh, my God. Paul Hogan!
Yes, Paul Hogan! You just got it in! Oh, what a race! What a race! What a fantastic race! Time is running out. I don't have too much time to show you. We're a great contestant. And to Shelley, you picked up how much money? $415. Diane, our champion, altogether, with your stay here, $3,250. Thank you very much. And Robert, our new champion. Here we go, up to see if he can get a car to drive his boss around in this brand new car. Well, this is the car you're going for, Robert, and since you're a first-time winner, you will have 5 screens to choose from. The car is behind one of the 5 screens. You pick one, and now sit and hope the car is back there.
Okay. Number 4.
Number 4 is the one that he wants. We're going to take a look and see if it is behind number 4. We turn it around, and back there it's this car. He took the first time out. The fourth time in 5 shows that somebody took the car first time out. And here's Bob hugging somebody. Who is this? Who is this? This is your best friend's wife. That's very interesting. Kathy, you never know. He won the car. He may become the new best friend, right? And let the other guy worry about his wife. That was just great. Congratulations to Bob winning the car. In between jobs, the young man has won the car at $440 cash. Thank you for being with us on Split Second. An exciting day. Bye-bye, everybody. Monty Hall production in association with Viacom.